I'm going to do the readings for the month of March, and I will be taking out guidance on how the tarot cards are looking for all the 12 sun signs. But before I do the readings, I wanted to talk about certain experience I have had with the tarot card spreads. So, if you've heard my earlier videos, tarot card journey is not as easy, and tarot cards are not so easy to understand. And I started when I started out with tarot cards, I would just I do a spread as I liked or as I felt more comfortable with. And it wasn't easy for me to just take a guidance on one card and give an answer, because I didn't have the confidence and I couldn't tell for sure if one card could really give the answer. But as I've had so many visions and dreams about tarot cards, one card is more than sufficient to give a very good answer or get you a guidance to your question. So, while I did the readings for the month of February with one card pull, I've decided to do the readings for the month of March with the two card pull. So I will be dealing out two tarot cards to see what is the guidance for you for the month of March. Now, I have had a vision of two cards showing up as one in a dream for me. And the two cards that showed up in the dream were Three of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. So, in the dream, when I saw these two cards merged as one, so it showed as one card, but the imagery was of the two cards. I was very shocked, and I was very surprised. How can the two cards be merged? And then I got a lot of confidence of doing two card readings and how the two cards merge to give you a guidance as if it is a one card. So I will be dealing out two cards for all the sun signs, and let's see how's the guidance for you, for all of you, for the month of March. Also, please note, as I will start to see how's the guidance, this reading is a general reading and not everything will apply to all the sun signs. I also do readings on request, so if you would like a reading from me, you should, or you could write a mail to me, and I mention all the details at the end of the readings, along with how what all readings are available, and how to go about asking or requesting for a reading. So here I have the tarot cards, and I'm still new with all the recording and doing readings on the camera or facing the camera and doing the reading. So it's going to take me a bit of time to get the readings focused on the table, and also focused on me, because I do have a mic fit on my camera, but I'm not sure if it can take a lot of angles or I can fit it too far. So I'm just still dealing with it. You will have to just bear with me, and maybe I will be able to get to fixing and getting things in place in some more weeks or maybe a month or so. So let us see how's the guidance for you, Aries. So when the cards either fall out or there's a lump that has just fallen out, which has happened for you right now, Aries, I'm then just going to deal the cards from this deck. So let us see how's the guidance for you. I have a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, and I have Ace of Cups. So when I see these two cards, the guidance that is coming through is, some of you, if you're falling in love or you have taken a liking for someone who doesn't have much money, it's okay to just go ahead and be with this person. It's not the time to look at their financial health or status. It's okay to date the person or go ahead with the relationship. I see a very beautiful wedding card. It's telling me if you have a good sense about how things are going to go, it's looking very promising. It's a lot of promise in the situation. Also, for some of you, I'm seeing that if you are going to bond with some people or you're going to travel, you shouldn't necessarily be looking at the money factor. I'm seeing here is that if your heart is into it, just go for it. Yeah, so the guidance for you for the month of March is just follow your heart and things should fall in place, and money necessarily does not matter. So I've picked up all the cards, and let us see how's the guidance for you, Taurus. So I have is Six of Wands and Two of Swords. One is I'm seeing a victory of some kind showing up in your guidance. Also, you don't have to necessarily look for things as how your situation is. So this is also a guidance of reaching out to people. Maybe if you see someone who needs help and you're not sure whether to help because the person is not asking for help, the guidance is you should reach out and offer the help, and kindness is going to go a long way. Also, if you have to travel to help somebody out, you totally should. Also, when I'm seeing the Two of Swords, the guidance is just telling me that some of you are going to take a bit longer in decision making, and the patience is going to play out. Also, this is a action month as well as a lot of patience month for you, Taurus. Now let us see how's the guidance for you, Gemini. I have the Hermit in the reverse and the Justice. So some of you are not open to, you know, things coming your way after such a long time. I'm seeing you're going to say a no, or you're going to reject something just because it took so long to come to you. When I see the guidance of Justice, is telling me the reconciliation is not on the cards. These two cards together tell me that reconciliation is not on the cards. Some of you will not work on patching things up and will choose to instead look for something new or meet somebody new. So it's going to be a very difficult decision, but some of you are going to do it. Also, these are two very huge major arcana, so you should see month of March coming as very big for you. It's not a easy breezy month. It's certain decision making is going to be very well very well placed. It's going to take a lot of time, and it will require you to be invested in your heart and mind to make the decision. Also, I'm saying the past is not going to, the patching up or working with past is not what is going to work out. What have you been uh, working on for so long, and if it did not look right, even if maybe you spent 10 years on something, and if it doesn't look right, you're going to reject it. So this is a very tough Gemini at work. Now let us see how's the guidance for you, Cancer. I see is the guidance of the Fool and the Empress. Some of you should be willing to work with maybe a team member who's come in at the same pay scale, same grade, same designation, but with great deal of immaturity or is way younger than you at that position. So it is going to be a combination of odds. Also, some of you are looking for love. You're going to find someone either who's a more old soul, or you're going to date somebody who's just a very immature and does not have much to give emotionally. Overall, how's the month? I'm just saying is you spending time guiding and telling people what to do. I'm just saying your time going more disciplining and making people understand things. So Empress is at work. Empress is at work, and there are people drawing from Empress. So you will be required to handhold, to guide, and there is just a lot of opposites coming together: a young versus old, rich versus new, experienced versus unexperienced. So it's going to be quite a month for you, Cancer. Let us see how's the guidance for you, Leo. I see is Knight of Cups and Lover's card. This is a guidance of someone who came to hunt and then got hunted. Somebody who was just playing out, or just, wasn't serious about love and then fell in love. So something you started very casually is now going to become your lifeline, or is going to become your soul, and you're going to be very committed to it. So suddenly things which were very casual and you were not serious about will take a turn, and you will become serious and very committed to it. So some of you, there's going to be a very big surprise for you in the month of March, because you were just fooling around, or you were not into the, maybe it is business, maybe it is love, maybe it is something you promised, but you're going to deliver and with total soul and heart into it. This is a reading for you, Virgo. Let us see how your cards are. So I have is the Star in the reverse, and I have Four of Pentacles. Virgo, you're missing out on some, very evident situation or a scenario that is getting played out. I'm seeing someone is abusing your kindness. Also, when people say no to you, they're not bad, but they know how to look after themselves, and that is a learning you should have taken long back from people. Some of you who can't say no to anybody will realize your kindness has been abused, and you've been stolen from, either emotionally, mentally. So it's going to be a month of lot of realization, and also a month where you will learn, and you should make that learning to say no, and it's money well spent when it is taken care of and kept very close to yourself. I'm just saying is someone who's given away everything, or readily gives away everything, whether it is clothes, whether it's money, whether it is emotion, your heart, whatever. Star is in the reverse, and I'm just saying is people have actually taken it. You're not given it, your people have taken it. So there is a learning for some of you to make. And I see, as a parent, some of you may just reach out to your children for some help, financial help or money, and maybe you should listen to them and not be so generous with some other people that you're not able to look after yourself. Also, you come from a place of a lot of love, but you have to also be soaking in how the environment around you is. I'm also saying some of you are not surrounded with some nice people, whether it is at work or maybe in the family or just friends. Some of you need to look at your associations or people close to you very closely. Now let us see how's the guidance for you, Libra. This is Three of Wands and Ace of Swords. There is a promotion on your cards, and not a promotion in terms of just a job, but there is a new level you're going to unlock in your life, whether it is in terms of family, whether it is work, whether it is your business. You're going to upgrade yourself in some way, whether it's in love life, lifestyle. I'm just seeing a certain upgrade coming in your life situation. This is also a guidance of everything paying off. So if you've been struggling and wanting something to work out, it's totally getting worked out. So since I see upgradation, there's a lot of happiness coming your way, Libra, in the month of March. Now let us see how's the guidance for you, Scorpio. There's a Devil in the reverse and Three of Cups. Some of you have a situation and you have stopped dealing with it. You are starting to put up with a bad situation that it can't change. There's nothing that can be done about it. So some of you are just living with the bad situation and you stopped fighting it, stopped working on it. Some of you are also in a bad marriage or just in a bad relationship or in a bad job situation and you stopped working on it for some time. When I see Three of Cups, it's telling me your friends or your social circle is helping you deal with or is making you sail through every day. So you have a good set of people you're spending time with, and also I see Scorpio, you're very happy. Some of you may be into some kind of meditation and you're happy to spend time just doing what makes you very, very happy, whether it is meditation, going out with friends, or just going solo somewhere, or just partying. So your bad situation is not affecting you, but you have stopped dealing with it for whatever reason. So the guidance is, while you can keep it away and not deal with it for a lot of time, you're able to create a compartment and box this bad situation into for some time. Overall, I think you should try to fight the devil, and the good part is, since you're not staying put or you're not sad about it, you will find a solution, sooner or later, because you are trying to keep yourself very happy. But overall, your situation is not so nice. Some of you are in a very bad situation and you are trying to avoid it or move away from it by spending time doing things what you like. So let us see how's the guidance for you, Sagittarius, for the month of March. This is Four of Wands in the reverse and Four of Cups in the reverse. You don't want to speak to anybody, you want to be left alone, you probably had some plan to go somewhere and you're still miffed or unhappy about how things did not work out. So you have too many complaints to deal with in the month of March, Sagittarius. And I'm just saying, you are trying to keep it quiet, keeping it to yourself. Also, some of you may feel little unwelcome having going and attending some party or in a certain invitation. So maybe take a higher ground. It's okay to spend time alone sometimes. Now, How's the guidance for you, Capricorn, for the month of March? There is Emperor and there is a Chariot in the reverse. A certain guidance was not taken or advice was not taken completely, and a certain plan will be abandoned because the advice or the blueprint was not followed completely. So, when somebody tells you to do something 0 to 100 or 0 to 10, A to Z, then you should, Capricorn, to avoid this energy. I'm seeing someone very sane, capable, mature, in an elderly position telling you or guiding you to do things incomplete. And if you did not pay attention, you will have to leave your plans midway or then again go back and restart. So it's a good month provided you take the advice incomplete. Otherwise, I do see a complete interruption or a delay in a certain plan. Now, how's the guidance for you, Aquarius, for the month of March? There is a Justice and there is a Judgment. These are very powerful cards. One, this is about help coming your way. Some of you who are thinking that this is end of my life, there's nothing more left to my life, I'm broke, I have no love life, I can't find love, it is all over for me. When these cards show up, it's just saying that one decision is coming in your favor and you will get things as you want it. So there is a lot of help available in the universe for you should you ask it. So Justice is a guidance of if you have done it or if you're working on it, reward is on its way for you. And when Judgment shows up, it's just saying that there's also divine help coming your way. It's not just real world help or people helping you, it's also the divine which is in your favor. It's a good month, you can make the most out of it, Aquarius. I would suggest some of you to also do a bit of meditation, visit a place of worship, because your prayers are getting answered and they just and the help is coming big way for you. Now, how's the guidance for you, Pisces? I see Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and Hermit is in the reverse. This is not a doomsday, but this is about walking away or saying no to something because you did not like it, even though you put in effort. Also, when Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse, it's just saying that you're okay to spend and keep shelling out money till you get what you want. So I would only say that Pisces, it's good to be wanting what you want exactly the way you want it or working for a certain outcome. Make sure the outcome does exist. It is not just in a magazine or it's written in a certain way or it's how it is shown in a movie. It truly does exist. And then it's okay to pump in a lot of money and walk away from something that does not seem perfection. Some of you compromise will work great, but if you want to chase perfection, it's perfectly okay, but make sure it does exist. And when I say this, I mean this more in terms of a love. I mean this in terms of a marriage, so don't be too critical of a partner, don't be too comparing and belittling of a partner, because you see there's a lot of effort that's gone into bringing or working on a relationship, and you seem to be not completely be grateful or accepting of what you are getting. So while it's okay, you have a certain you want things to be in a certain way, make sure this kind of expectation does exist or is doable, workable, or achievable. You don't want to set yourself up for disappointments only because it just looks good on a book or in a novel, or it's shown in some movie or a TV serial. And this also holds true for a job. So some jobs are very routine, very boring, but they provide you with a lot of financial stability. You don't want to keep saying no or walking away from something that does not bring in the spontaneity or a lot of mental creativity. You just want to be very sure with your nose. So this is the guidance for all the sun signs for the month of March.